additional words and phrases, as you'll learn in our next program, by using parallelism and by repeating key words. So now what I would like you to do is to pause the program and rearrange these sentences in a logical order to create coherence. Do not add or delete any information. As you're doing this, look for markers. Look for things like dates. They'll help you realize which sentences go first, second, and so on. Then come back. Here's my topic sentence. How did unsolicited emails come to be called spam? In 1937, the Hormel Company created the word spam for a new spiced ham. In 1937 is my clue. Shows me that I'm using chronological order, and that's my first detail. In 1970, the British comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus created a skit about a restaurant whose menu featured many different items with spam. Well, in 1970 is a clue that that sentence has to come after the 1937 sentence. Continuing, these started simply with egg, bacon, and spam, but each item got sillier, building to lobster thermidor aux crevettes with a Mornay sauce garnished with truffle pâté, brandy, and a fried egg on top, and spam. Well, this makes sense because this example directly follows the phrase featured many different items with spam. Then I go to computer programmers, took the word from the Python sketch, there's my transition, to identify overrunning a fixed size buffer with too much data. As the internet grew, the term spam came to include the torrent of unwanted emails. And here's my conclusion. That's how spam went from being a luncheon meat to unwanted email. So I work this through by looking for dates, by looking for details, and by looking for things that created logic. We also said that your paragraphs have to be well developed, fully developed, by having sufficient information. Every single sentence has to have enough information so that your reader understands your main idea, especially if you're doing a persuasive essay, so your reader is persuaded that you are correct. Here's an example of a well-developed paragraph. As I read it, look for the specific examples and details. Ants are fascinating creatures, especially in their eating habits. Some ant species eat sweet liquids like nectar. Others eat leaves, seeds, or fungus. Army ants and driver ants, huge ants with sharp jaws, are found in tropical climates. These fierce ants travel in groups of over 1,000 to attack and devour other insects, small animals, and dead meat left by other creatures. When ants find food, they secrete invisible chemicals as they return to the nest. Other ants then follow the trail right to the food, adding more of this chemical. When all the food is gone, the workers no longer secrete the chemical, and eventually the trail fades away. The eating habits of ants are certainly complex and fascinating. My topic sentence, going back to the top, focuses on eating habits of ants. My conclusion picks it up by saying the eating habits of ants. And then I use specific details to develop each of my ideas fully. For example, I have in the second sentence sweet liquids like nectar. In the third, I have leaves, seeds, and fungus. Then I have army ants and driver ants. All of these specific details help make my paragraph well developed. So now what I would like you to do is to pause the program and write a paragraph on a topic of your choosing that is logical, unified, coherent, and well developed. Then come back. Up till now, every paragraph I've given you has been self-contained. It appears that they've all been perhaps introductory paragraphs in an essay. But what we've done, you'll do the exact same thing when you write middle paragraphs, second paragraphs, third paragraphs, fourth paragraphs, and so on. So when you wrote this paragraph, perhaps you wrote the middle paragraph of an essay rather than writing the first paragraph. And that's fine too, because you're following the same basic format, except you're going to link it to the paragraphs above and below it. You'll learn how to do this linking in our next program with connections and transitions. So now you have this paragraph in front of you. Use this checklist to evaluate it. Is my paragraph logical? Does it make sense? Did I correct any logical fallacies that I might have made? Is my paragraph unified? Is every single sentence related directly to my topic sentence? Is my paragraph coherent? Are my sentences in the correct order? And is my paragraph well developed? Is it fully developed? Have I used sufficient detail to make my point clearly? Well, we've come to the end of our program. I hope that you found this instruction helpful and that you've learned some things that you can use to take your written communication to the next level. Be sure to join us in the next program in Video-Aided Instructions Upgrade Your Writing series, Connections and Transitions, where you'll learn some more ways to give your paragraphs and entire essays unity and coherence. Thank you for watching.
When you're serious about learning an academic subject or scoring high at a test, there's just one name to know: Video-Aided Instruction. We don't waste your time with goofy skits, corny jokes, or silly sing-alongs. We get right to the point. Real teaching by real teachers. Visit us online at videoaidedinstruction.com to learn more about our exciting line of educational programs. As we say here at Video-Aided Instruction, press play to learn.
Do you want to earn better grades in school or boost your scores on standardized tests? Do you want to increase your fluency in English or improve your communication skills at work? Or do you simply want to relearn those forgotten grammar rules? Well, look no further. Video-Aided Instructions English Grammar Series is a great resource for everyone, whether you're new to English or you've been speaking it for years. Our one-of-a-kind series can help you master even the most complicated grammar topics. Be sure to view the entire series: English grammar sentence structure, parts of speech, sentence complements, verbs, pronouns, agreement, modifiers, parallel structure, punctuation, and spelling and capitalization. So don't let mistakes in English grammar embarrass you or hold you back. Let Video-Aided Instruction help you eliminate them from your speaking and writing forever. If you're getting ready to take your SAT, don't forget, your score can make or break your chances of getting into the college of your dreams. That's where Video-Aided Instructions SAT Series, a complete SAT course on DVD, can make all the difference. Our comprehensive SAT series will help you prepare thoroughly with insider strategies for making sense of tough reading passages and sentence completions, mastering the tricky rules of grammar, usage, and mechanics, crafting a well-written, high-scoring essay, unraveling those mind-boggling math problems, avoiding lengthy computations by using proven shortcuts, and much more. Get that all-important edge over the competition with SAT Critical Reading, SAT Writing, and SAT Math. After viewing these exceptional programs, you'll be able to take the stress out of SAT success and maximize your score.